So in Fairfax County, Virginia, a homeowner recently had to defend their family against an intruder trying to break into their home. This story highlights the vital importance of self-defense and the right to protect yourself. But what makes it even more frustrating is how unevenly these rights are recognized across the country. Let's break this down and see what happened.
Got new details tonight in the case of a Fairfax County homeowner who police say shot a man trying to break into the family's home. We're learning also that this is not the only house that the suspect targeted.
So you have a quiet neighborhood, flashing lights, and a homeowner forced to do what the government always tells us they'll handle: protect their family. Now, the news clip says this wasn't the only house targeted. That tells you something about the mindset of this criminal. It's not a one-off crime of desperation. This was a guy who was determined.
Police say a homeowner on Oakwood Drive called 911 just before 2:30 yesterday morning about a man trying to force his way inside. He stayed on the line as officers made their way. Police say the suspect kept trying to get in, and the homeowner fired back.
Let's pause right there. You see, this homeowner did everything by the book. Called 911, stayed on the line, and waited for the cavalry. But here's the thing. When seconds count, as I always say, police are minutes away. Now, that's not to knock on law enforcement. It's just reality. When someone's actively trying to break into your home, you don't have the time to wait.
This is not making me feel secure in this area.
It's been a lot for neighbors to take in.
I don't know why people have been breaking into houses. Maybe they're desperate. I don't know, but it's certainly unsettling.
Look, I get it. This kind of thing shakes people up, but here's what gets me. Too many people rely on cameras and lights thinking they're enough. Cameras don't stop crime. They record them. A camera is not going to keep you safe in that moment. You need a real plan, and that starts with a firearm.
Police say the suspect is in the hospital with life-threatening injuries and that criminal charges are pending.
Good. Actions have consequences. And let's be honest, if this homeowner didn't have the means to defend themselves, this could have ended tragically. Which brings me to the Castle Doctrine.
I caught up with a defense attorney who says in Virginia, you have the right to protect your home if you feel an intruder is trying to hurt you, or worse. It's known as the Castle Doctrine.
It's a defense that the defendant has to put on the evidence of, but judges and juries are very sympathetic to folks using force within their own house to protect themselves or to protect their loved ones.
And yet, this common sense right isn't universal. Some states treat homeowners defending themselves like criminals, which is insane. You should be able to defend your home, no questions asked. Your home is your castle, and there's nothing more American than protecting it. The fact that this varies from state to state is beyond me. Speaking of self-defense, let me say this. Protecting yourself doesn't stop at the moment of action. There's the aftermath to consider as well, and that's where USCCA comes in. USCCA provides legal and financial protection for responsible gun owners. Whether you use a firearm, a hammer, or even your bare hands to defend yourself, USCCA has your back. Becoming a member means having access to legal defense, expert training, and a peace of mind. And trust me, as someone who knows how quickly legal bills can pile up, this is a no-brainer. So, if you're interested in learning more about USCCA, I'm going to put a link in the description section. But even then, I still implore people, even if you don't go with USCCA, go with something rather than nothing. Because at the end of the day, you don't want to deal with the actual physical fight only to have to backdoor and go deal with the legal fight and rack up hundreds and thousands of dollars in bills. You don't. Now look, criminals don't think like regular people. They don't care about your cameras or alarms. Half the time, these people are dealing with mental health issues or are high out of their mind, so they can give two shits about lights, cameras, and whatnot. That's why you need to be proactive, train, prepare, have a plan. And if your state's laws don't respect your right to self-defense, then it's time to demand a change. Your home should be the one place where you're always safe. And if someone tries to take that from you, you should have every right to stop them, period. One thing's for certain and two things are for sure. Politicians and tech giants don't want gun content to be recommended to you. And we're all fighting this culture war together. Now, you can help do your part by liking, commenting, subscribing to the channel, but most importantly, sharing this video with at least one person. Together, we can stop the suppression of our 2A rights. And don't forget to click the link in the description section of this video for the products that I mentioned in this video.